This is the guided reading for friction and force pairs. One type of action-reaction force pair involves friction. Friction is a force that resists motion when objects move against one another. A hockey puck slides much more easily on an icy surface than a grassy one because there's less friction to oppose its motion. However, although you might think friction always reduces movement, it actually makes many types of motion, such as running. What kind of surface would be better for a soccer player to run on, grass or ice? It's hard to walk on ice because we need friction in order to propel us. When we walk, our feet apply backward forces on the ground, which propels us forward. The low friction between ice and our shoes could cause our feet to slip backward as we push back, sending us off balance. Grass provides more friction, allowing our feet to provide stronger backwards forces on the ground without slipping. A soccer player's cleats provide even more friction between his or her feet and the ground. You can see here a photo of soccer players. They have their cleats on, and the caption says, "Friction provides a force that helps propel a soccer player forward as he runs to kick the ball." So if the soccer player didn't have cleats on, they had normal shoes on, they would have less friction, or if they had nothing on at all, less friction compared to the cleats to the grass. Now that you know how friction contributes to an action-reaction force pair between objects, think about what would happen if you threw a ball in space. Space is a vacuum with no air molecules to create a frictional force against the moving ball. Since it is a vacuum, space does not have any surfaces with which a ball can interact. Given these properties of space, how do you predict what would happen if an astronaut threw a ball in space? And another photo example of the shoes on ice. Shoes on different surfaces. The first one is shoes on ice, and because ice has less friction, you're going to slide. You have a lot of friction on grass with a pair of shoes, so you are going to be a little bit more steady there. And then when you have cleats on grass, you have even more friction, so you have higher friction than the grass and the ice. And that is all for this reading.